homework. We did all of this in class. So we did this in class also. Just in case, I told the class not to do this one. This was we did A, B, and then I think a congruency statement is this triangle TGR is congruent to Z triangle ZVQ. Identify the congruent angles. Okay, the angles. Okay, let's see. This is angle T, right? So angle T, and this is angle G. It's angle G. And this is angle R. That's angle R. And we want congruent angles, so congruent to, congruent to, congruent to, same as angle T is congruent to Z, angle Z. Congruent mean angle G is same as congruent to V. Congruent means same as, and angle R is congruent to angle Q. Okay, and this one, congruent sides. Okay, let's list all the sides. Okay, here's the side. The first side to make one side is letter G and T. Side GT. Those two letters make that one side. To make the second side, letter G has to connect to letter R. G connects to letter R, that's side 2, GR. And the last and third side in a triangle is T and R needs to connect. T and R, these are sides. That's why we put the line on top to represent side. Okay, now let's look at GT. GT is blue right here. That is congruent to VT, VZ. That's congruent to VZ. Now, next one is G to R is congruent to V to Q. And the last one is T to R is congruent to Z to Q. And what's wrong with all this here? That's not correct. You'll get only a 3 because you forget the line segment. Side, the symbol for side. Okay. The congruent angle, analyze two congruent triangles shown. Okay, these triangles are congruent. Identify the transformation. This is a reflection over the x-axis. Okay. Write a congruent statement. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle A is Z, X, Y. Okay. Angles. Write congruent statement to identify the congruent angles. Okay. Just identify congruent angle. Angle A. Now the angle is angle B. Now the angle is angle C. Okay, angle A is the same as or congruent to, and angle C is congruent to. Angle A is congruent to angle Z. And angle B is congruent to angle X. And angle C is congruent to angle Y. Okay, now here we're sides, writing congruent sides. Write, not wrote, a congruent statement to identify congruent sides. Okay, so there's congruent side. What makes one side? A to B makes one of the side. Okay, A to B makes a side. B to C make another side. And the last side is A to C. Okay, A to B right here is the same as this one here, Z to X side. Okay, and then B to C right there is congruent to X to Y right here. Oh, wrong one. A to C is congruent to Y, Z to Y. Okay, next one, same thing, guys. Number 9. What type is this? This is 100 rotation of 180 degrees. No, it's not. Huh. It's not a rotation, it's a slide, because look. So this is the original right here because it says from. So D is right there. If it's this, that's 1, 3, so it should be 1, 3 here, and it's not there. So it's a slide. So this is a translation of, let's see, from D to X. 2, 4. Right? Oops. 6, 8, 10, 11, 11. Up 11. And over 5. And left 5. Okay? Write a congruency statement. Triangle DEF is congruent to X triangle XZY. Okay, angles. Write congruent statement to identify the congruent angles. Okay, let's identify the 3 angles. Angle D, angle E, and angle F. Let's see which one are congruent to it. D is congruent to angle X. E is congruent to angle Z. F is congruent to Y. All right. Write congruent sides. Write congruent statement to identify the congruent side. Okay. Okay, let's do this. X to Z. No. The original one is D to E. D to E is congruent to, obviously, X to Z, right? And the next one is E to F. Oh my gosh. T to E, E to F side is congruent to Z to Y. And the last one, D to F, is congruent to y to z. Okay, number 10, same thing. Okay, write a what happened here? Oh, this is a rotation. M, X, T, Z. It's a rotation of 180 degrees. Okay. Congruency statement. Triangle. MPT is congruent to triangle X, Y, Z. Okay. Angles. Let's start with the angles first. All right, angle. We got angle. That's an angle right there. Angle P. We got angle T. Got angle M. And we need to write a congruent. Okay, which one's same as P? Y. Angle Y. Which one's same as M? M is X. Angle X. And then T is Z. Right, congruent sides, right? Well, you know how to do this, guys. Side. What makes a side? Two letters make a side. M to P. M to P is one side. The second side is M to T. Side M to T. And the last side is T to P. M to P is the same as X to Y. Oh, no. Equal to, that's equal is great, but needs a little squiggly line for congruency. Okay, and then M to T, so X to Z. Line segment. Side, P to T, same as Z to Y. That's it. Make sure you tell me one thing you learned, though. It's everything, one thing you learn out of all of this.